Hey everybody, this is Brett, and tonight I am going to show you a weight loss meal that's going to knock your socks off. Now this is some really good food that everyone will enjoy, especially the way I'm going to prepare it. And if you're a dude that's got like a great big fat belly, like, you know, not like that, but like a big fat one that sticks out like that, or if you're a woman that's got like, if you're a woman that's got a lot of, like a big fat thighs like that, and it ripples like that, like it's cellulite-y, then you can lose that if you eat like this every day. And it'll take time for you to gradually, years and years for you to gradually get off of the dairy and the meat, and then work your way down into eating more and more fruits and vegetables and not too much nuts and seeds and avocado, because those have fat in them. And we tend to want to overeat those when we're new into the vegan or vegetarian diet, especially the vegan diet, because when you get rid of the dairy, then you're getting rid of a lot of fat. But what I've done here is I have cooked up some nice organic Brussels sprouts, and you can't always find Brussels sprouts organic even at the health food store, but I did. And I added some onion and some portobello mushroom. And I've also got some wakame. Get over there. Wakame seaweed that I purchased at the store. I've got some buckwheat that's been germinated, soaked in water. I've got a quarter of an avocado. I've got some nice raw red cabbage and some red onion, a half of a small one of those, and some flax seeds. Now, what I'm going to show you is something different in regards to the preparation of these foods. We're going to mash them in a wet grinder. So, the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to take these Brussels sprouts and I'm going to chop them up to a degree. Now, how many of you think that Brussels sprouts will make you fat? So I'm going to chop up the Brussels sprouts along with onions and portobello, and then I'm going to put it in there. Okay, so I added some purple cabbage to the food processor. Not too much of the seaweed. I've added some seaweed to the food processor. I'm adding some carrots. I'm adding some carrots to it, and I'm going to add some radicchio. Can you dig it? Okay, so we've got some radicchio, and now a little bit of the red onion. I think my dog is getting hungry and wants to eat some of this. And since we're using the wet grinder, we'll be able to grind it down into a smushy, mushy food that the dog can totally consume. and so much healthier than regular dog food. So we have to get it down into fairly small pieces before we put it in the wet grinder. You don't have to add any water. Now, if we use a significantly large amount of cooked food, we've also got to use a pretty good amount of raw food to give it balance so that we'll get some nice firm poos. Okay, so now we're going to take the food and put it in the wet grinder along with the Brussels sprouts that we added before. And this is going to last me for several meals, I'm telling you. I'm a busy person, that's a good thing, to have leftovers. Okay? Now, I'm going to get that started. Cool, eh? Look at it go. Let's grab a spoon here. Help it along a little bit to get it started. Now this is 2 stones that are mashing the food all together. Crushing the food, every little tiny piece. And when you crush the food, that enables the nutrients to come out so much easier, and for you to digest it so much easier, and it'll be going into your small intestine so that it can absorb the nutrients a lot faster because your stomach doesn't have to do the work near as much. Now this is different than blending because I'm not making a liquid like a drink. I'm making a meal. I'm making a mashed food meal. This is different than anything that you've ever seen before. Now the Indians created this machine. It's a wet grinder, and you can buy it on Amazon. Now, I'm going to add some avocado to it. The avocado is soft enough that I can just throw it in there, small pieces like that. And it'll get mashed into the food. I'm also going to add some of this buckwheat. A little more. Buckwheat will give it protein and carbs, and these flax seeds will give it omega-3 fatty acid oils. And I'm going to eat these foods every day, and you're going to see me get healthier and healthier and healthier. And from what I've heard, I'm supposed to be living till the year 2157. Now, I'm going to put the lid on there. And we'll let it continue, and in a minute we'll eat some. I forgot, I'm going to put some of this Bragg's Bragberry salad dressing in there. You know, I need things easy, and buying these pre-made salad dressings, if it's healthy and doesn't have any refined oils in it, or preservatives, something like that, sugar, something like that, then that's a good thing. And when you buy vinegar, make sure it's like apple cider vinegar or red wine vinegar, and not like, don't put white vinegar or some kind of a grain vinegar in your food. Okay. Let's drag some of that out of there. See if it's any good. Here, I'll show you how you take the wheels out of there. These are granite stones that roll on top of a granite stone base. You just take that out of there like that. If you clean those off a little bit, you'll save some. For right now, I'm just going to set it right there. It's good shit, Maynard, I'm telling you. Well, that is good food. It's easy to digest. Only got to chew it a few times, mix a little saliva with that. Plenty of carbs, plenty of protein, lots of vegetables, a little bit of fat, the whole gamut, everything that you need for good health. And all you got to do, raw food, cooked food, winter food, perfect food. So thanks for joining me. Please subscribe, give me a thumbs up, get yourself a wet grinder and start chopping and cooking and grinding whole foods. Get off of the animal foods and get off the glutinous grains. Don't eat wheat, rye, barley, and oats anymore. Don't eat any dairy. Cut out the fish and the chicken. Animal foods. The reason you got to cut out the fish is because it's got mercury in it. It's no good. Thanks for joining me. Bye.